Welcome. Please prepare for departure. We hope you have a safe, pleasant, and delightful journey ahead. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's movie time, so get your popcorns and let's get right into it. Get ready for a thrilling voyage through these top 10 Hollywood movies of 2024, which were released in September and October on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Apple TV+. These 10 films reinvent the blockbuster experience with their iconic tales, big star casts, and innovative visuals. So if you're searching for some worthwhile films to watch, these picks of the best new films are for you. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Fly Me to the Moon.
NASA needs a marketing specialist, and you are the very best.
Excuse me? What are you doing here?
I tracked you down because I felt we had a connection.
What?
I'm joking. I work here now to sell the moon.
It is a 2024 romantic comedy film directed by Greg Berlanti. The story takes place in the 1960s and follows Kelly Jones, a clever New York City marketing expert who is charged with boosting NASA's publicity after the Apollo 1 tragedy, when a mystery guy, Mo Burkers, gives her an important assignment from President Nixon. When Kelly arrives at Cape Town, she meets Cole Davis, the Apollo launch manager, and works on increasing public awareness of the Apollo 11 crew through widespread coverage in the press, while Mo gives her another top-secret assignment to find a director and assemble a team of classified operatives to stage a lunar landing in the event that the actual mission fails. The narrative features two endearing leads, humor and historical drama, while the love story at times takes a back seat. The film is still engaging and unexpectedly humorous, thanks in large part to Jim Rash's performance as Lance, the economically obsessive director hired to create the fake moon landing. Ultimately, it has nothing to do with the Apollo 1 launch or historical accuracy. Rather, it adopts a lighthearted approach to moon landing conspiracy theories, providing an entertaining spin on historical events. Number 9. Chord 8 Part 2.
You're a pawn, Garrett. Everything that I have, I built. How long before he takes it?
It is a sci-fi action film directed by Jeff Chan. It's the follow-up to the 2019 blockbuster Code 8, taking place in the future society where people with abilities are referred to as specials. The movie centers on Connor Reed, a young man with strong electrical skills who tries to undermine the dishonest system that takes advantage of specials while also trying to support his mother's medical care. Meanwhile, Garrett, a former professional criminal, teams up with Connor to put an end to injustices committed by the police system. In Part 2, Connor defends a young teenager who is being pursued by highly developed robot police officers. Why the authorities are looking for that teenager will become clear as you watch the film. Telling it now will become a spoiler. The movie sticks to a realist, gritty storytelling approach, mixing dramatic action scenes as Connor and Garrett strive to combine their respective areas of expertise and experience with many encounters with authorities. The plot seamlessly carries over from the first movie, striking a balance between thriller action sequences and a portrayal of the special hardships and strength. Overall, Code 8 Part 2 expands on basic premise of its predecessors, providing an action-packed sci-fi setting that successfully entertains its audience. Number 8. Oddity.
Could you open the door?
What do you want?
You're in trouble.
What?
Would you just open the door? I am telling you that there is someone in there with you.
It is a 2024 horror film directed by Damien McCarthy. The narrative centers on Dr. Ted Timmis and his wife who are remodeling a large property in a rural area of Ireland. But one night, a strange guy named Boole alerts Danny about a presence in the home, but she fails to survive that night. After a while, Ted goes to see Darcy, Danny's identical sister who does readings for spirits and has a curious business. The narrative begins when Darcy delivers a frightening wooden doll and then shows up at the house mistaking her for a dinner invitation while Ted is at work. Darcy begins to experience weird happenings, uncovering unsettling details about the doll and spirits. The narrative skillfully combines a few basic concepts with its horror features, and it revolves around a terrifying wooden doll that will probably haunt your dreams for a while. The film film makes an outstanding use of Irish country house location, which is fortress-like building, encircled by an inner courtyard, gloomy and full spooky noises. Ultimately, Oddity is notable for confidence facts and grave handling of horror. Number 7. Kalki, 2898 AD.
దీన్ని ఎలాగైనా ఆపి తీరాలి. పొద్దున్నే ఫైట్ అండ్ బుజ్జి.
It is a sci-fi action-adventure film directed by Nag Ashwin. The movie takes place in a dystopian world where innovative science and ancient folklore merge. The plot is set in the futuristic of Kasi, where Yaskin, a cruel tyrant, kidnaps fertile women for a mysterious Project K. Even though very few women make it past 120 days of pregnancy, things start to shift when a young woman makes it past 150 days and escapes with the help of rebels. What follows are thrilling sequences in which Yaskin sends an army to recapture her, while an ancient warrior named Ashama attempts to safeguard the woman. Amidst all of this, the main character Bhairava is a bounty collector who pursues Ashama and the woman, with the desire to win largest bounty. The storyline is visually engaging and epic, fusing amazing action scenes with ancient predictions and science. Considering the budget it was produced on, the CGI of the movie is outstanding. The richly subjected drama presents an innovative version of sci-fi genre with strong performances and clever use of mythology combining to create a fascinating and creative cinematic spectacle. Number 6. Twisters. It is a 2024 disaster film directed by Lee Isaac Chung. It is the much-awaited follow-up to the immensely popular 1996 film Twisters with a fresh ensemble. The movie centers on former tornado tracker Kate Carter, whose team was destroyed in a horrific tornado incident that haunts her. Years later, Kate Carter is persuaded to return to try an innovative plan for detecting tornadoes. Along the journey, she meets Tyler Owens, a social media sensation who gets his kicks from sharing his storm-chasing escapades. However, when storm season heats up, Kate, Tyler, and their rival squads find themselves caught up in a life-or-death struggle over central Oklahoma as several storms collide. Tornado and disaster scenes have amazing visual effects and terrifyingly realistic depictions of tornadoes. The movie succeeds in terms of action and visual splendor, but viewers hoping for a more nuanced storyline could find it lacking. Overall, Twisters is a fantastic film that lives up to the hype surrounding disaster movies and features breathtaking effects and restless action, making it an exciting ride for fans of the genre. Number 5. A Quiet Place, Day 1. It is a 2024 apocalyptic sci-fi horror film directed by Michael Sarnowski. It is the third movie in the A Quiet Place franchise functioning as both a spin-off and a prequel. The story takes place in the early stages of alien invasion, offering a horrifying look into how the planet fell silent and chaotic. For the very first time, Lupita Nyong'o plays Sam, a critically ill woman caught up in the beginning stages of a siege of New York City by blind alien organisms with extraordinary hearing. The narrative progresses as she meets a man named Eric, and they work to survive abrupt breakdown of civilization while avoiding creatures that are responsive to noise. The story begins on a tense note with the invasion concentrating on characters' desperate efforts for survival, but eventually it falls apart. The movie retains the terror of the first one, but unlike the first two movies, it doesn't have the same level of tension or engaging storyline. The cast did a wonderful job, but there was not a lot to do because the premise was too weak. Overall, the film skillfully expands A Quiet Place's universe, providing an alternative viewpoint on the start of the invasion. Number 4. SpaceMan.
6 months in isolation. You start thinking too much.
I'm getting interference.
I did not intend to frighten you, skinny human. Do not be afraid.
I'm losing my mind.
It is a 2024 science fiction drama film directed by Johan Renck. The movie centers on an astronaut, Jacob Prochaska, who is dispatched on a mission to gather dust from unknown ancient objects at the end of the universe. As Jacob travels further away from the Earth, he struggles with loneliness and the immense silence of space. While on board his ship, a mysterious creature serves as his only company and causes him both joy and stress. The narrative emphasizes the emotional and physiological difficulties associated with space travel, striking an even balance between the film's visually stunning sequences and reflective instances to produce a moving and engrossing watching experience. Overall, SpaceMan is a likable science fiction drama that delves into issues of loneliness and connection while fusing dramatic space exploration scenes with meaningful human drama, setting it apart from other films in the genre. Number 3. Jackpot.
Oh my God. What is going on?
Katie, you won the lottery. And now anyone with a losing ticket that kills you before sundown gets her money. Legally.
Okay, that's murder.
Oh, not in California. It's just a chance at the big time.
It is a 2024 action comedy film directed by Paul Feig. The story revolves around Katie Kim, a talented actress who relocates to Los Angeles following the passing of her mother. After she wins the lottery, her circumstances get terrible as she becomes the focus of an operation in which the reward can be claimed by anyone who murders the person who won the lottery. Along the way, Noel, a security officer, consents to keep her safe in exchange for a cut of her earnings. However, as threat grows, Noel has to call in support from his adversary, Lewis. Jackpot could be entertaining to watch if you can handle almost 2 hours of gory violence and humor. But this movie falls short if you're searching for a gripping narrative or a great opportunity to see outstanding performances from Awkwafina, John Cena, and Simu Liu. Although there are some few humorous cameos and good action scenes, John Cena plays a standard nice guy role. Overall, the movie is worth watching. Number 2. Atlas.
Good morning, Atlas. Time to wake up.
I'm awake.
Atlas Shepard has spent years of her life hunting the artificial intelligence known as Harlan. Originally engineered to advance humanity, he instead nearly ended it.
It is an American science fiction action thriller film directed by Brad Peyton. The show is set in a bleak future where an AI soldier has determined that the only way to end war is to end humanity. Jennifer Lopez, the Atlas Shepard, a brilliant but misanthropic data analyst with a deep distrust of artificial intelligence, joins a mission to capture a renegade robot with whom she shares a mysterious past. But when plans go awry, her only hope of saving the future of humanity from AI is to trust it. The film offers an enjoyable cinematic experience by fusing innovative sci-fi elements with a human-focused narrative. The film stands out in the genre because of its unique take on AI ethics and the struggle for life, which give its action-packed storyline more depth. Number 1. Kill.
Happy 4th anniversary. Yes.
Yes.
It is a 2024 action thriller film directed by Nikhil Nageshbhat. The plot revolves around Army Commando Amrit, who discovers his girlfriend is being forced into marriage and sets on a hazardous train journey to stop it. But when a group of robbers with knives starts to threaten naive commuters on his train, Amrit goes on a killing rampage to protect those around him. The narrative turns the fast-moving train right into a cramped, bloody battlefield as Amrit attempts to bring down every member of the heist gang. The narrative uses gory action and martial arts to address the recurrent problem of rail robbery in India. The movie has excellent cinematography that captures the tight action inside the cramped railway carriages. Even though there is a lot of violence, the feats are performed perfectly and remain original. Ultimately, the movie is inspired by actual occurrences, which raises the stakes and directs the audience's attention away from the character backstories and into the drama that is developing strategy. Lets audiences consider issues of violence and financial chaos. That's it for today. Please subscribe to our channel to see more videos about movies and series suggestions.